Invoicing, pretty much the foundation, the bedrock of your agency. So what's the best way to go about it?
Hey, I'm Bjorn Olsen from YourOFEmpire.com, owner of the OnlyFans Empire, an OnlyFans management agency managing girls in the top 1% from all over the world, completely remotely. No office, hence the different hotel rooms and all my different videos. Check us out at YourOFEmpire.com or at YourOFEmpire on all major social media platforms. But for now, let's get back to the video.
Well, today I'm going to show you a couple of templates. One invoice template is for if the model is retaining her banking information on the OnlyFans account and you want to invoice her each month or however often, I recommend each month, for your share, for your 50% or whatever your revenue split is. This invoice is for that. So this is where no, that's not the one. This is the one. So this is where the model retains the banking information. She withdraws the OnlyFans money to her account and she pays you. This is the invoice you would submit to her. So it's just going through the earnings for that month, the split, the revenue split, the currency conversion, because as you should know, OnlyFans works only in USD. So whatever country you're in, make it easy, put the currency conversion. So for us, we do everything in AUD, amounts owing, and then your agency, the bank you're with or wish to be paid to, along with the banking information. Now, there seems to be a stigma. Well, it's fair. It's fair. I see a lot of people very nervous and apprehensive about leaving the model's banking information and having to rely on them to pay the amount owed into your account. Now, that's fair. That's fair. I can see how you would be apprehensive about that. The model could do a runner. Um, but okay, look, I've been doing this for a long time now, for a reasonably long time. Um, been through a fair share of models, and we currently work with a fair share of models, and probably 3/4 of them we use this method. We leave the bank info as is. We invoice them. No problems. Never had a problem. The way I see it is that if the model you're working with wishes to run off with the earnings for that month, jeopardizing, well, ultimately severing the business relationship, the agreement that you have to continue to promote her account, if she wishes to throw all that away and run off with the earnings for that month, then in my opinion, you are not doing a good job, and you have not done a good job of showing value, showing her how valuable you are, how valuable your services are. That's why she would want to run. And so, in my opinion, if you're worried about the model doing that, then you just have to show her why it is more valuable to stay with you than throw it all away and run off with a month worth of earnings. So anyway, that's that method. Now the other method is switching the model's banking info with yours, with your agencies. Now, just a heads up, if you wish to do this, you must leave the model's name as is and only switch the banking information. So just to repeat, if you're switching out the model's banking information for yours so you can withdraw the OnlyFans money to your account, to your agency account, you must leave the model's name as is. If you go replacing the model's name with a different name, OnlyFans going to ban the account because they're going to say, well, they're a manager. It's not her running it. Ban. But they will not notice if you replace the banking info but leave the model's name. Now, when you do this, there are a lot of them. I haven't tested all of them, but from my knowledge, a lot of the virtual banks do not work if you go to withdraw money to a name that is not associated with the account. So if you or your agency has a banking account, has a business account set up with one of these virtual banks under your agency's name, obviously, and you go to switch out the model's banking info, but you leave their name. So then come time to withdraw, OnlyFans pays to your virtual bank under your agency, but with the model's name. As far as I know, that will not work. This predominantly works with brick and mortar banks. You know, the banks, the tangible banks, the old-fashioned banks, banks with a building. As far as I know, this predominantly works with that. So that's what we do. We have business banking accounts set up with brick and mortar banks for that reason after trial and error and finding out all things that don't work. So I recommend you copy everything I do on this YouTube channel because we've done the homework for you. We've made the mistakes. We've paid the dues on our mistakes. So I recommend just copying us because we've done it all. Yes. So if you are going to use that method in which you withdraw to your account and then you pay the model what you owe to her, this is the invoice that you would use. So it would have the same thing, your agency name, invoicing, client, blah, blah, the email, the OF accounts, along with all the stats, plus the conversion rate as we went through, payable to, client's name, their bank name, banking info. Okay. So what you'll do is on the 8th of each month, you'll proceed to withdraw the earnings for that previous month. Now, why the 8th? Because OnlyFans takes 7 days for all the new funds to pend and to clear to go to the part where you can withdraw it. If you go to withdraw all the current earnings that are available to withdraw on the 1st, you're going to be missing a week worth of earnings for that month because they have not finished pending. So invoicing period will be on the 8th. I just put the 1st there, just demo. Actually, to be honest, I thought it was the 1st today, but apparently it's the 3rd. Anyway, yes, so this is the invoice you would use for that. So be the agency name, blah, blah, blah. As I said, go through all the stats, paid to clients. Now, what you'll do is you'll typically email this along with a screenshot of the earnings because you want to cover your bases. And then if you want to go a step further, take a screenshot of the banking transaction because you want to cover your bases. When you're working with thousands of dollars, you got to cover your ass. So the two invoices are here. One for the first method in which you leave models banking details as is, invoice, and then the other method in which you replace the models banking details with your agency's bank, and then you pay them. So both invoices are contained within the invoice template. Now, where will that be? Yeah, you guessed it. As I've said in the other videos, all materials I use in my videos get uploaded to the Empire forums. Now, this one, I already sussed it out earlier. What I'll be doing is when this YouTube video goes live, I will create a topic in the banking and payments category on Empire, and I'll be putting a link to this video along with the materials used, which is the invoice template available for download. Now, I thought I'd just go through a quick demo for you. So if that's all the info you needed, stop the video there, go download the template, you're in business. Otherwise, if you want to see it in action, you want to see a little bit of a live demo, then stick around. So here we go. So what we'll do is we're going to use one of these social proofing screenshots I uploaded to Empire for new agencies to use. So I've been uploading some social proofing materials that new agencies can put on there and slap their logo on. Now this is for a day. We're going to pretend it is for the month. All right. So this is what you'll do. So subscriptions 426. So this is how you'll do it. 426. Tips 208.81. 208.81. Posts 0 messages 215399. 215399. We're really testing the old memory, aren't we? 215399. Was that it? Yes, it was. 215. Yeah, 9900. All right, done. 00. Now this will add it up. Originally, I used to have I made an invoice template which covered the gross, which is all of the earnings before OnlyFans take their cut. Then I had another column for how much OnlyFans take. Then I had net. And I realized, you know what? We're just confusing the shit out of the girls here, having fucking all these numbers. Let's just show what we're actually working with, which is the net after OnlyFans have taken their cut. So this is the net. So after you've entered all those for the month, we'll show the total, whatever your revenue split is. If it's not 50 and it's something else, just double click and alter it as is. So 50% is obviously dividing it by 2. If it's a different arrangement, then change accordingly. And now for the currency conversion, as I said, OnlyFans only works in USD. Whatever currency you work in, we're AUD. At the moment, currently last time I checked, it is $1.54 US. So whatever your conversion rate is, doesn't matter. You don't even have to replace that. Whatever the currency conversion rate is for your location, you just put that in. So we'll just say like $1.21. And what this will do with magic, it will convert it for you. So you just input that there. And then, yeah, you just make sure this is legit. Make sure it's all good. So there'll be agency packing stuff as we went through. Replace this with your logo unless you want to leave the Yoffie logo there. I'm not complaining. And then replace all details as is. And that's it. So as usual, when this video goes live, which is right now when you're watching it, I'll upload it to the banking and payments category on Empire, which will have a link to this video along with the materials I've used, which is the invoice template spreadsheet available for download, all contained on Empire. And that's it. So if you like the video, if the video helped you, go smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on another video.